Molly Bones. I know that tower's around here somewhere. It's so foggy I can't see any of the towers around. We're really close to one. Just can't quite remember where it is. I can see one over there, barely. There's one over here. Not very impressive, but it is a tower. As I said, it's not much, but it's all I got to work with. I got a bunch of these. So these windmills are here to heat up the crops in case it freezes in the spring. That's what these are for. The propane. There's a big motor in here. And I'm not sure how these work or how they emit heat, but they do. All right. One last look at the tower. All right, now we got the tower out of the way. Let's go check out camp. This is nice. It's about 33 degrees out. Not freezing. It's really slushy and wet. That's why I'm using the smoker today for a fire instead of building it on the ground. I already tested that theory out and it was just too much sitting on the ground for me. The smoker's perfect. It's waist height. Oh, whoa. This is the January challenge, the tower challenge. And that was set by McHappy Camper. Hi McHappy Camper. I hope that tower was good enough. I know it's a windmill, but there's a part on that windmill that's called the tower. Shout out to McHappy Camper. Go check out his channel. He plays lots of guitar. He's a rocker. Does camping videos as well, of course. He made the challenge. It's been a long time since I've had a fire. This will probably be third video. I think it's my third video with a fire. And tonight we will be having Bandido stew. It's this recipe I got on it's a YouTube channel called Incognito Kitchen. The channel itself has been dormant for about 4 years. There's still some nice recipes on it. Go check it out. Incognito Kitchen. It's probably only like 20 recipes. There's a bunch of good ones, I think. Cook this down a while longer, and we'll start cooking. And then it's story time. Coals are looking just about right. We're gonna start making our Bandido stew now. There's a little flameage, but I think we're ready to go. Frying pan check. All right. A little olive oil. Might be a little much, but not too bad. All right. I pre-prepped everything. Make it easier. So this is our onions and our garlic. Fresh garlic. It's actually a scallion onion. That's what the recipe called for. Ground beef. There we go. Our burger is properly brown. Shout out to Urban Rats. But yes, our burger is properly brown. Alright, next ingredient. It's a little bit of flour. Now I put my pepper in with the flour just to make it easier. Alright. Now we're going to add a little bit of water. Alright. And our potatoes. Our Bandido stew is cooking up just fine. This simmer probably about another 15-20 minutes. Make sure those potatoes cook. All right, we're ready for tomatoes. Jalapenos. Jalapenos. Of course, Bandido stew is gonna have some jalapenos in it. Oh yeah. Done. Oh. All right, let's try this out. Like my bowl? All right. Taste test. I've tasted it already, but I haven't taken a big old bite of everything. This is super. Really good, guys. Should have brought some bread and butter, huh? Story time. I'm not a professional at telling stories, so forgive me if it's a little awkward. But I've told it enough times to even have a title for the story, and the title is The Wrong Naked Guy. Happened about, I'm not sure how long ago it was, but if you know how long ago they killed Bin Laden, or say they killed Bin Laden, that is the time that this happened. It was in the same week. This I do remember. I'm not sure what the date was. Something like, I don't know, 20 years ago. I don't know. I was homeless, and I had made my way to Santa Cruz, California. And I had a couple of road dogs. One named Oz, and the other was Deli, like deli meat. And those were my road dogs. We were in Santa Cruz one night, and we were panhandling on the strip there, where the carnival is, I guess the boardwalk, and then the dock that goes out into the water, or whatever you call that. And we were panhandling. There was a big event going on the beach. It was a concert. It was one of those America's Got Talent winners was doing a concert on the beach. So there was a lot of tourists. And we had our signs out. And Deli was at camp. He was done for the night once the concert started. He doesn't like all the people. But Oz and I, we saw an opportunity to do some panhandling. He did the boardwalk side, and I did the dock side. Sorry about that. Camera shut off. So, where was I? Oh yes. None of our antics were working. We made some money, but yeah, it was looking grim. We had money from the night before, and that's why we were drunk that day. And so I'm up on the dock, and a Swedish swimmer approaches me. And what I mean by that is he was a swimmer on a swim team, like Olympic. I don't know, I'm not sure. But they had a team. Maybe they were swimming Monterey Bay or something. I'm not sure. They never said. And if they did, I don't remember because I was hammered drunk. He comes up to me and he says, "Hey bro, do you want to party?" Because I believe he was already drunk too and you didn't know what he was looking at. I was homeless and I'm pretty sure I had a backpack on. Yeah, the guy had a Swedish accent. I don't know how to talk in a Swedish accent, so when I imitate him, he's like, "Hey, you want to go party?" Yeah. If it's cool, I'm going to go get my friend Oz, and we'll come out and party with y'all. It's supposed to be a whole big giant party up in this motel on the beach, overlooking the ocean. Very expensive motel, obviously, especially right there in Santa Cruz by the boardwalk. So I found Oz, and the Swedish guy, he came with me, and he met Oz, and we all went up. Now, you got to imagine Oz. Oz looks like Sammy Hagar with Dog the Bounty Hunter's face. That's what Oz looked like. So we go up into the room, and there's a kitchenette as soon as you walk into the motel room. And we never walked any further than that because there was a bar full of liquor. So Oz and I started drinking hard liquor, and people kept handing us shots. I do not remember ever leaving that kitchen. Matter of fact, the last thing I remember was walking into that room and starting doing shots in that kitchen. I remember seeing the rest of the motel room and the balcony, but then I go blank. I black out. Then the next morning comes. So I wake up the next morning, and I'm underneath the dock on the beach, in my sleeping bag. The reason I couldn't leave, though, was because I woke up that next morning, I was naked in that sleeping bag, like the day I was born. And I had no memory of the night before except for entering the kitchen and taking shots. Oz is nowhere to be found. And I have no idea why I am naked in my sleeping bag. And I have no backpack, my clothes are gone, no wallet, everything's gone. Gone. It's just me and my sleeping bag. So get my wits about me. Stand up. It's just barely getting light out. I mean, the sun's up already, but it's twilight, golden hour, you know? And I wrap up in the sleeping bag as best as I can. And my camp is across the beach that's in front of the boardwalk, across the train bridge, down some train tracks, and then across the street, down some more train tracks, and then there's this little hill I can walk up, and there's my camp that overlooks a harbor. I have to go there because I have clothes over there buried, or stashed, not buried. I have no idea where Oz is. I'm not even sure I started thinking about that yet, though I'm sure I did. So, across the beach, get to the train bridge. I cross the train bridge. There's some steps to get up to the road from the train bridge. Pedestrian steps and a path. I get up there and I'm pulled over by the cops. The cops say, "Hey, we pulled you over because you seem to be naked." And we got a complaint about a naked guy. So the cop tells me he's got a witness that wants to identify me. So he takes me out into the street, and the cops bring the witness out. And the witness says, "That's not him. That's the wrong guy." Which made me the wrong naked guy that day. So the cop lets me go. And I make my way to camp, and I put on some clothes. Put my sleeping bag away. I'm good to go. Can't really remember how I ran into Oz that morning, but I did. And I told him all about what happened to me. And he was laughing so hard because, in fact, Oz was the correct naked guy. He woke up. Unfortunately, he didn't have a sleeping bag when he woke up. He woke up just naked. I was fortunate enough to have a sleeping bag. But this guy was naked, and he got caught from wherever he woke up at to the restrooms. And when he got into the restrooms, he found some overalls that were like way too small for him. They looked like capris on him. And he had a camel toe because he was only wearing the overalls. I'm on a different camera, folks. My other one kept cutting me off. Wish me luck with this one. Oz got away. I didn't. Now, for the part that's missing, what happened to Oz and I between that kitchen and waking up naked? Well, somebody told us what happened. And this is hearsay. Not sure if it really happened. It sounds like something I would do because I've done something similar in the past. Apparently, we all went down to the pool and we were going to swim. Bunch of swimmers. Makes sense, I guess. Oz and I didn't have swimming trunks. We're homeless people. We didn't have swimming trunks on us. So what we did was strip naked. And we dove in the pool. And everybody freaked out. And security came and kicked us out without our stuff. And I heard that we had to actually climb over the wall to get away from them. So we didn't go out the lobby. We went over the wall of the pool. That's just only what I heard. Not sure. Don't remember any of that. So there you go. That's my story. And I'm not sticking to it. Wiki Mints. Wiki Mint tea. Remember? I started off with a partial can. It's only been in here a couple hours. It's starting to peter out now. Well, you guys, I think we successfully made this video. Despite all the technical difficulties with my camera and the fact that I'm using a secondary right now. Pretty good day. Peace and love. I'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning. Let's go get some coffee. Then we'll talk about this. Yes, I went to the house to get coffee. I'm a huge cheater. Last night, I had a hard time, man, telling that story because my camera kept shutting off time after time. I must have told that story 20 times last night. I don't know what to say. It's the current phone I'm using, and it says the memory or the it's full, and to erase some of the content or whatever. When I do that, it still doesn't work, and it still doesn't work no matter what I did. It was up till like 11 doing this video. Normally I'm only up till 8 or 9. Thanks again to Make Happy Camper. Thanks to the Stealth Camping Alliance, and thank you Incognito Kitchen for the recipe last night. That dinner was wonderful. Look at all that snow that melted. Roaches. Ooh, it's slippery. This is ice. Oh, it's ice up here too. I can't even set my coffee there. Okay. Set it over here on the table. Good morning, chickens. Hi, guys. There's Fuzzball. Oh, he bones. Hi, baby. Peace and love.